you are fully represented by the larger part of you, the part of you that is the most consistent, forward-looking, connected to guidance and source and love. That part of you that never gets pinched off, no matter what's going on. That larger part of you is here, not to represent you, not even to support you, because that implies something that isn't true, but to sustain you. That's different than supporting you. To refresh you, that's different than supporting you. To focus on the aspects of your life that you have decided that you care about, because you're not so good at that. The physical part of you, you're an extension of source energy, but here in these physical bodies, you get distracted by what's in front of you, or by what's really loud, or by what a lot are talking about, or even one who is up close to you is talking about. And so you don't stay focused in your best interest all the time, but your inner being stays focused in your best interest all the time. That is the reason that you have emotions. Your emotions let you know how much you, physical you, is focused in your best interest in any moment in time. Because when you are, you feel stable and clear and secure and frisky and exhilarated and fun and happy and interested. Passion and love and all that stuff that you say and we know that you want to feel. That's what you feel like when you have practiced yourself into a momentum of that kind of focused stability. But you live in a world of such variety and such contrast, and so many demanding your attention, or at least asking for it, making big noises to get it. And because you are uplifters, you often think of yourself as problem solvers, and so you think of yourself as those who must ferret out the problems in order to solve them. And that's the biggest reason that you distract yourself from the vibrational frequency that is really who you are. You feel the worst when you are really trying to do the most. It's your efforting that gets you down, because in the effort, the more determined, the more decided that I am going to wrestle that to the ground and kill it, the more I am looking at something that I don't want. And in this universe that is based upon attraction, when you look at something unwanted, no matter how well-meaning you are, you flow your attention to that. That becomes your point of attraction, and you support the unwanted, not the wanted. And your negative emotion is your indicator that you're doing that, you're doing that, you're doing that, you're doing that, you're doing that. And when you catch yourself doing that, we don't want you to be mad at yourself. You're having a step one moment. You're having a clarifying moment. You're having a I know what I don't want, what is it I do want moment. Just don't get stuck on the I know what I don't want. Just don't get stuck on beating the drum of what you don't want for so long that it is your vibrational habit. Because when you get stuck on mostly knowing what you don't want, the universe just gives you so much more evidence of it and makes you so much more sure, but you get so much more not capable of pivoting to what you do want. In other words, you can't be avalanching towards something and suddenly stop it unless you've got supersonic brakes that we have not yet seen the vehicle that has it. Not yet. Humans will probably figure that out. You'll figure out how to go crashing towards something unwanted and then put on the brakes. But your physical body will take a toll because even within the shell and the skin and the container that is you slosh around quite a bit. It's much better if you gradually decrease your speed toward unwanted, and as you gradually increase your speed toward wanted. But you're the only one that can do it. You would think that you would be able to find the smartest group in the world and join that group. And if you just join that group and just go with the flow of them, then all would be well for you. Except you didn't come with that intention. You didn't say, I'll go forth and I'll muddle around and I won't make any decisions of my own. And then I'll just watch for those that are really seeming to be moving in a strong direction. I'll just join in with them. You didn't say that because no satisfaction comes to you if you have not defined what you want. Satisfaction comes to you only when you define what you want and you move in the direction of it. Not only when you complete it or accomplish it or get to take it home or drive it or fall in love with it. It's not just that kind of full-blown manifestation, which we know you're wanting, and we want that for you too. It's every thought, every comment, every pondering, every wondering that you put in the direction of wanted is satisfying momentum until it reaches the place where you say things like, well, I'll know it when I see it. Or I'll know it. I can feel it. I can just feel it. Don't you find yourself saying that often? I saw that coming. I could have headed that one off, but I didn't. I felt that one coming, and nothing in this world was going to cause me to back off from that because I knew it, I wanted it, and sure enough, when it manifested, you said, ooh, way good. Good job. We always talk about the laws of the universe, and we always talk about how you can deliberately engage with them so that you work in concert and in harmony and in comfort with them. Like the law of gravity, you want to work in comfort with the law of gravity. So you hardly ever fall down or fall off of things or stand under things that are teetering. You mostly understand that gravity is consistent and you get it. And so, have any of you ever been to a how to live in the sphere or zone or field? How to live in the field of gravity. Was that 101? Does anybody have a master's degree in that? Or is it just so obvious? And we know, the scientists and the physicists, they've discovered how to put enough intention into the mix that they can have their way with gravity. They actually fly because they've discovered propulsion. They've discovered the energy of focus, and you can too. But we're not talking about the field of gravity with you. Oh, that matters too. We're talking about the field of attraction. We're talking about how what you give your attention to causes you to accomplish a point of attraction that is the reason that anything that comes to you, anything and everything that comes to you does. It's all by your attention, which is an invitation of that which you give your attention to. But what trips humans up is that you think that a subject is a subject, like the subject of money. I give my attention to money, so why don't I have more of it, is often what you are crying out with your powerful minds. I give my attention to money. I've been giving my attention to a lover. Where is my money and where is my lover? And does my lover have my money? And are they going to show up at the same time? In other words. So what we want you to come to realize is that as you give your attention to whatever it is, your point of attraction causes that which is like it to come. So it's not just the subject of money or the subject of lover. It's the subject of prosperity or absence of it. It's a subject of tangible, delicious lover or absence of it. It's a subject of wanted or absence of it. It's not just the subject. It's what is your vibrational outputting relative to the things that you really care about. And here's what happens to most humans. Most of you offer most of your vibration, give most of your attention, and therefore create most of your point of attraction because of what you are observing, but you're not choosing what you're observing in the way that your inner being does. making a vibrational choice. How does it feel choice? You make your choices for lots of screwy reasons, and maybe as we visit here today, you'll get over that a little bit. You begin to realize that the subject of, I want more money, damn it, does not put you in a place of attracting it, because the way you feel about it is so repulsive to the very thing that you want. You are so much a vibrational match to not enough money that you could shout all day, every day, how much more money you want, and it could not, cannot, will not come to you while you feel like that, because that's not attracting money, that's attracting evidence of its absence. And once you get the hang of this, we dug fingernails into Esther's palms. Once you get the hang of this, when you're talking about prosperity, you'll realize that you want to talk about the element of freedom within it, and the element of fun and function within it, and the element of productivity in it. In other words, there's lots of good things about it. Jerry and Esther were sitting on the porch one day in a long dry spell in Texas. And Jerry said, Abraham, we want some rain. We want rain. Yeah, Esther said, we want rain. And we said, why do you want the rain? Why do you want rain? Well, neither one of us at first talked about the deliciousness of the rain, the smell of it, the fragrance of it, the way it smells on the earth when it first arrives. They didn't talk about the cleaning of the trees or the little critters in the bushes that would find something to drink. They were talking about the dry, cracked ground and the thirsty beasts and the starving trees. And we said, you can't get there by talking about how much you need something. You can't overcome the need with the help of the law of attraction, because when you need something, the law of attraction gives you more of that, because the law of attraction is not a benevolent mother, caregiver, mentor. It's like the law of gravity. It's the same always. You have to understand how it is and adapt to it. And you can't feel bad and get good. And you can't be afraid and be safe. And you can't feel poor and find prosperity. And you can't feel lonely and attract your lover. You've got to find the frequency that matches what you want. And you got to identify what it is that you want. And that's why there's a step 1 in the 3 points of deliberate creation that we'd like to talk to you about. Step 1 is ask. And knowing what you don't want helps you to know what you do want. And going back and forth on that quite a bit is important. You get clearer and clearer and clearer. Just when you think you've got what you want, you realize that something in it is missing, and off you go again. And that's a wonderful thing, because you are an eternal being who will continue to evolve, and you're not ever going to get it done. So relax. Don't be mad at yourself that you're in step 1. Just don't hang in the I know what I don't want part of every equation. You know, humans, we love you so much, but you are a bunch of complainers about so many things. It seems like it's your go-to, even though it really isn't your go-to. It's the furthest thing from the natural go-to that you were born with. That's why it sucks so bad when you go there. Esther was talking to her daughter the other day. Her daughter said, I'm sorry that you're mad about that. And Esther said, I'm not mad about that. I'm mad that I'm mad. I'm not mad about that. I'm upset that I let myself focus and gathered enough momentum that I got myself upset for no good reason and for no good value, and nothing good ever comes from that. I'm mad at myself for not catching it earlier. And we say, don't even be mad at yourself for not catching it earlier, because soon enough you'll realize this feels way bad and I think I'll choose another thought. It's never too late for that. And so, now you know everything we know. It was very nice visiting with you. Hope you have a wonderful afternoon.